Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. I wanted to update you on the latest information that Tesla has going on for anyone that's requested for the full self-driving beta version. You guys may recall about a week and a half ago, I did a video on clicking on that button and then opting into having my driving be monitored by Tesla. Right now on the mobile app, you need to have the latest versions of the mobile app, and you need to make sure your Tesla is updated to the latest version. Tesla needs to be updated to 2021.32.22 is the version for the Tesla. And then the app needs to be updated to version number 4.1.1-667. You can see I have this on my iPhone here. This is my active real iPhone. And we're going to go through what each one of these is and what it means. But essentially what's going on is if anyone has actually selected to request for the full self-driving, Tesla is actually monitoring your driving, and you have to have a score of 100 in order to qualify that. And then Tesla is rumored to release the full self-driving capability with an additional software download on the car itself for anyone that does have a score of 100. Now, everything that I've heard is you can see the dates that this is based on driving behavior from September 26, 2021 to October 9th, 2021. For those of you that have been watching my video series, you may notice that I did drive down to San Diego and back. Our family went on a Disney cruise. So that's really a big part of what was done here during this time frame. And as you can see here, my scoring is not too great. So we're going to go through some of those details and what that means. Now, for those of you that may not have subscribed to my channel, please do so. I really appreciate the subscribers and also appreciate quite a bit the people following the channel. I know many of you have ordered Teslas and are waiting on them to show up and arrive. So hopefully this content is helping you guys out quite a bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through the review here. Again, this is called the safety score and it's still in beta, but it's actually a pretty smart thing they're doing here. As everyone knows, having full self-driving is going to be a amazing, powerful feature in a car, but that certainly does come with a great level of responsibility. And Tesla wants to make sure they're giving that level of responsibility to the ones that have really earned it by being safe drivers themselves. So let's go through what each one of these is. So the first one is what they're calling forward collisioning warnings. And right now it seems like I'm in the green, so I'm doing pretty well. The next one is hard braking. That one looks like I have one caution thing. Aggressive turning, seems like that did not go over too well as unsafe following and forced autopilot disengagements. So let's go ahead and click on the learn more here to get an idea of what each one of these means. So the forward collisioning warnings is basically based on the fact that when you're following too close to other individuals, there's a lot of more detail about this on another screen I'll show you here, but when you're following too close to other individuals over 1,000 miles, you're going to get a warning there or a knock in your score. Same thing with hard braking. If you hit the brakes too hard and you exceed 0.3 G forces in the car, then essentially you're going to have a hard warning. I'm imagining that I didn't do as well on this given the driving that I was doing from San Diego and back. And so that might have been a challenge there. Aggressive turning. This is turning above a 0.4 G-force in the car. And I guess, given my road trip to San Diego and back, also this was a problem for me as well, just given that I got a red element and that's not so good. So you're going to really want to control your driving if you are going to opt into the full self-driving beta program. So anyways, that didn't work out too well for me. The next is the unsafe following. So you're following too close to another car. I know for sure that that was didn't go over for me as well. Just given on my road trip, I was pretty close to a number of individuals, mainly because, as many of you know, when you're driving on those two-lane roads, there's a lot of semi trucks trying to pass slower, faster cars. Faster cars are passing the semi trucks. Then you get those annoying drivers that are trying to sneak in between you. So I know for sure that there's a couple times I did get too close to the car in front of me. And then the last but not least is the forced autopilot disengagements. Ironically, I was recording a video that I'm about to release in another week or so on a number of autopilot use cases for you guys, for the channel here. And I did let one of them completely go to a forced disengagement, mainly because I wanted to show all of you what happens if you take your hands off the steering wheel and you don't put it back in time. So that I did bad too. The only way that I know of that's going to allow me to get these numbers back up is to drive another 1,000 miles in the car, trying to be careful with all these items, as well as 30 days need to pass from when I did go on the road trip. And if I did a really good job on all these items, then I should get a score of 100, which should increase my ability to get the full self-driving. So that's something I'm certainly going to work on, as I want to do a lot of videos for you guys on the full self-driving. So here's some more details on some of this aspect, and then there's some indicators as well on what it means to be unsafe. That basically will reduce your safety score. Less safe is improvements will increase your safety score, and then safe will increase your safety score. So this is across all of the Tesla cars that are out there. So they do this across the entire fleet to get averages out there. There's also an FAQ button here in the app as well. This actually goes to a website. I'll go ahead and you can see the URL there. So if you want to click on that, you can. But let's go ahead. This is where, in this area, it's going to give you a lot more details on what the safety score means, how it's recalculated every 30 days. Then they'll go through, these are kind of like bookmarks right here. They'll go through a number of other key elements that you may want to follow. So the 5 safety factors. There's more detail on here if you guys want to read more on this information. I'll actually put this link in the description comment of the video here. If you guys want to go ahead and click on this on your own computer, you can read the more details here. There's actually quite a bit of details. This is the hard braking. Again, details on miles per hour, G-forces, things like that, that really play into that, as well as aggressive turning. And then all the aspects that also play into that. Unsafe following as well as the forced autopilot disengagement. How they determine your score, they have an algorithm here they use to determine the score, and they use this across everyone that's opted in for the full self-driving beta program. And they look at these scores. They do deserve the right to adjust these scores. I think, by the way, Tesla also uses this information for their auto insurance they're releasing as well. So they're going to have different rates for people based on how well they actually drive, which is kind of interesting. So those of you that are really good drivers, this is actually going to play a lot of dividends for you out there, which is really nice. Improving your safety score, how you can improve it. Again, over 1,000 miles, as I mentioned before, but there's a number of other key aspects here that you may want to look into and review, especially for those of you that are just receiving your Teslas now and you do want to opt into this. It's something for sure you want to look at and understand. There's some additional frequently asked questions down here below, the version numbers that you need, and the software, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. You need to be connected to Wi-Fi, so the data can actually upload. Oh, it looks like cellular or Wi-Fi, which is great. And then again, some additional frequently asked questions down here below. All right, well, that's it, guys. I wanted to record a quick video here and let you know the latest on full self-driving, how you're able to download the software, and then how Tesla is actually rating you right now, and seeing how that goes. For those of you that are going to get your Teslas, something to think about when you first get it. It's a lot of fun. The good thing that I noticed is that they're not doing this based on speeding. And that would have been a really hard thing for me because I was going a good 80 to 90 miles an hour on my road trip. And I know many of you, when you first get your Teslas, you're going to be doing the 0 to 60s a number of times and things like that, and showing your friends and family. And that's going to be difficult. But apparently, they're not going to rate you based on speeding or anything like that. They will do it on braking. So just remember, if you do the 0 to 60, make sure you have plenty of room and you stay safe. Overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video. For those of you that have not subscribed, please subscribe. And please feel free to share the link out to other people. And if you're looking to buy a Tesla, please use my referral link that I'm listing here on the end card. Thanks again, guys. I really appreciate your time. Hope you're having a great day.